everyone, this is Demi from Dem's Words. Thank you for joining me. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you feel that this information resonates with you. So, today there is really no topic necessarily. What I'm going to probably label this is honest talk. And I'm going to relay something that's going on with me in my personal life and that I feel like I thought about it and I said, you know what, this could help a lot of women. And this doesn't necessarily have to be about an older woman, younger man, even though in this situation it is. I'm an older woman and the person that I am discussing is a younger man. It's someone that I had been involved with on and off for 6 years. And he had told me at some point that he could not have a relationship. He had to put his career first, which this is something that is very common with younger men who are trying to build themselves up. So I guess it is a situation that can be specifically with younger men. And they're trying to build themselves up in their career, and they feel like they need to focus all of their attention to that and cannot devote anything into a committed type of relationship. Not even like a regular boyfriend girlfriend kind of thing. So, so I accepted it and that was fine. And it's not like I just stayed waiting with this one person and didn't date anyone else or saw anyone else. Like throughout the 6 year period, I did date other people, I did see other people, and things like that. But like I said, it was like an on and off kind of thing. And so anyway, I think a couple of the things that came out from this, I actually did not realize it was 6 years that I had been involved with this person. And I had seen him recently, and I don't know, he just mentioned something, and then I had realized, what? Like what? We've been talking for 6 years? And honestly, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Like I thought to myself, I can't believe that I've wasted this amount of time on this person. And not to say he's a great guy, like he is a great guy. And I think that once he decides to commit to someone, I think he's going to be a fantastic, you know, husband, spouse, or provider, all those things, because I can see that in him, those are like, he has like really wonderful qualities that I love. I wouldn't have been continued involved with someone for 6 years if he didn't, to be honest. But at the end of the day, I'm living my life for me, not for him. He's got to do what's right by him, and I have to do what's right for me. And I think that when I came to that realization, unfortunately, 6 years later, I had thought that, oh my God, like I think emotionally I had been somewhat, keeping a space for this person, you know, and who knows? I still have to analyze this maybe a little bit more, or I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just going to move on. I know I'm going to move on. I made that decision because I had said there's no way. Like I am at that point. There were many times when I was, throughout the 6 years that I knew him, that I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted to be in a meaningful relationship. I'm still not. I obviously have issues, right? Right. Like I do find, and this is why the disclaimer is out there. The disclaimer of what I've said in the past on my other videos is that I am not a therapist. I am not an expert in no, in any way whatsoever. I am really just relaying my personal experience with dating in general, and I do primarily date younger men. But And this, I think these are the questions we have to ask ourselves, right? And I feel like this will help a lot of women out there, because it really is different for an older woman, I feel, because I really don't feel like I need a man, you know and I don't feel that super urgency where I have to be in a relationship, you know. I'm not crying myself to sleep at night like, oh, why can't I have a man, whatever. I'm not going through that. I'm not. So there's times in my life where I feel, oh, maybe it will be nice. And I think it's like if I see a couple that I feel, oh, they look so nice together, they have a nice life or whatever like that. Even though I don't know what's going on behind closed doors with them, this is the persona, this is what I'm seeing, and they may have a wonderful relationship behind closed doors, but this is all I see. So there's times when I may see that I'm like, oh, okay, I wouldn't mind that, that looks good, whatever. And then there's other times I see couples and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm good. I'm good. I stay by myself. I stay by myself. I don't need that kind of drama in my life. I don't need that kind of toxicity in my life. And those are the times where I am so thankful and feel blessed and grateful that I am by myself. So, so it's like a seesaw for me. There's times where I'm like, yeah, yeah, that seems good, and there's other times when I'm like, okay, no, I'm good. So, and throughout those 6 years, you know, maybe I'm talking every so often with my friend, and I really, enjoy talking to him and spending time with him or whatever. We didn't necessarily spend a lot of time together, um, but just that situationship or whatever the case may be. So, and there were times when it worked. It worked and it was enough for me. You know, I'm at the point now in my life where I'm thinking, I want more. That's it. I just want more. I feel like I'm ready for more. How much more? I'm not sure. I'm not saying that I want to get married. I'm not saying that I want to live with anyone. I don't think I'm ready for that. I don't know if I'm ever going to be ready for that. I want companionship. I want something that's more than sex. Let's put it that way, right? I want to be that we can go out, we could do things together, we have intimacy. And so that actually made me sit down and write a list, right? So obviously, we've heard it before. You know what? We need to write down what we want. What are we looking for? And I actually did sit down and write something today. And I was like, I'm not going to read it to you. I'm not ready for that. But I did sit down today and I said, you know what? I'm going to write what I want. Because I did have a conversation with this person and I said, it was 6 years and I do not blame him because he was 100% transparent with me. He told me up front. He has never changed. And ladies, a lot of times when they tell you something in the beginning, believe them because he has not changed. Not one thing has he changed about all of that from when I met him. So, and who knows, maybe deep down I had that kind of hope that he would change and that when he was ready, that I would be there waiting, and with open arms and we could be together. Well, it didn't happen. So, learn from me. Don't waste 6 years on somebody. If he tells you he doesn't want a relationship, believe him and walk away. you know? Don't waste your time if that's what you want. If you are looking for a relationship, walk away. So, anyway, my whole point is that I wrote a list today and I am talking to someone else who is maybe in the same, is similar in that right now he's not necessarily looking for a serious relationship. And when I say serious, I'm talking about getting married and moving in together, right? And like I said, I don't think I want that either. So that's okay with me. But I know that I want more than sex. So now it's like, so I feel like, okay, once me and this particular person get to that point, in the conversation, I am going to bring it up front early on what my expectations are, and and take it from there. And I have to be ready, and this is why I'm bringing this out. I wanted to make this video and talk about it because we have to be ready to walk away and move on. Like, I'm not giving this person 6 years. He's lucky if he gets a month. I'm going to let you know, I'm going to let him know, this is what I'm looking for. And I want to make sure if this is okay with him, if this is something that he feels like he can give. And then, and we can work on it. And I don't want things to be so serious, so somber when you're just getting to know someone and you want to have a good time and whatever. But we do have to have the talk, we have to voice what our needs are. And I am advocating for myself. I'm advocating in the sense, and that's what we all have to do. We have to say, no, this is what I want. This is what I expect. And if I don't get what I want, I'm walking away. And, we can say it in a nice way. We don't have to be like, oh. But my point is that we have to say it. We got to say it. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely probably put this as honest talk, and I'll keep you posted on how this works out. I'm interested. I don't even know how this is gonna work out. This is actually something very new for me. I'm usually very honest and upfront about the things that I want. So that isn't new necessarily, but this is new for me in the sense where I'm saying, okay, I want more than, a casual relationship. So I think that's where it's new. And I think I've never actually sat down and really wrote down what it was that I wanted, and I really had to think about it, what I wanted. And I think I'm ready for that. So yeah. So, and I would love to hear from the ladies out there to let me know about their experiences, um, if they've, come across different things like this as well, or even the younger men. Have you ever been confronted by a woman with, what she wants, and, you just felt like you couldn't provide it, or you weren't ready for that? And did you have to walk away? Because it's the right thing to do, And, if this particular person tells me, listen, I don't want that. He doesn't want what I want. I appreciate the honesty. I appreciate the honesty. And, there's no hard feelings, and we can move on with our lives. That's what it's all about, learning from different experiences and not wasting time. And, I mean, I don't feel like I totally wasted my time with this person. It's just because I did learn a lot from that as well. And I'm bringing whatever I learned into the next relationship, the next situation. Okay, bye everyone. Until next time.